Your greatest elevation begins when you finally admit to yourself that the love you wanted and the love they were able to give were never the same. It's the quiet moment when you recognize that you deserved more than what they could offer, not because they didn't care, but because they couldn't meet you where your heart was reaching. That truth hurts, but it is also the first gentle step toward healing. There comes a moment in love when the hardest truth becomes the clearest one. You cannot stay where your peace is constantly disturbed. And when that moment arrives, you must honor yourself enough to walk away. Not out of anger, not out of spite, but because staying would mean dimming parts of yourself that were never meant to be dimmed. Leaving becomes the only way to protect your spirit and reclaim the pieces of you that were slowly fading. We were never placed on this earth to settle for less than what our spirit deserves. And in a world where so much feels superficial, it becomes even more important not to compromise your worth just because someone else's relationship looks perfect from the outside. Your value isn't measured by comparison, it's measured by the truth you hold about yourself, even when love fails. Sometimes love doesn't fall apart because we stop trying, but because we finally saw the truth with clear eyes. The person we place so high in our hearts was never walking the same path, no matter how much we hoped they would meet us there. Our timelines didn't match, our growth didn't align, and in many ways they simply weren't ready for the elevation we were rising toward. Accepting that isn't defeat. It's the beginning of healing. There comes a point when you finally understand that the person you cared for didn't bring you the balance your heart needed. Instead of grounding you, they added confusion to your spirit. And when a relationship begins to weigh heavier on your peace than it does on your joy, the most loving choice you can make is to step away. Not because you stopped loving them, but because you started choosing yourself. And as you move forward, remember this with a gentle heart. Every ending that honors your peace becomes the beginning of a more aligned chapter. You are not walking away from love, but walking toward the version of yourself that refuses to settle for anything less than what your heart deserves. Healing will meet you on the other side, and so will a love that matches your depth, your effort, and your elevation. Trust that this release is making room for something far more worthy of you. If you enjoy the content, please like, leave a comment, follow, or subscribe. As always, let's keep building messages that heal, protect, and empower, word by word, truth by truth. Thank you.